Good afternoon. I'm Tulare County District Attorney Tim Ward. As the days pass, I am certain that we will learn more about the heroic actions of Porterville's finest, Captain Raymond Figueroa and firefighter Patrick Jones. It's important for me to lead these comments off with the fact that this community and the firefighting community across this state have lost brave men beyond compare. The press and our community at large are hungry for answers and desperate to know what will happen now that two juveniles have been arrested by the Porterville Police Department in this case. Because these subjects are juveniles, the Office of the District Attorney will be constrained today, and even more so into the future, from sharing very much information with the public. There are significant limitations to what we can reveal when it comes to juveniles and the juvenile justice system, yet you deserve answers. So please bear with me as I try to navigate this in the best and most ethical way that I can, always giving priority to preserving the integrity of the process and any potential prosecution of a case. Our office has received no arrest reports at this moment, and therefore there have been no charging decisions made. However, let me prepare you for the legal constraints that stem from recent changes to the law and how they could potentially impact any prosecution. I know it may be frustrating, but 13-year-olds cannot be tried as adults in California, even for crimes such as murder. Recently, there have been some other changes to the law, such as Proposition 57, which eliminated the discretion for prosecutors to direct file on juvenile offenders with charges in adult court. Plus, recently passed legislation, Senate Bill 1391, which was signed by the former governor in October of 2018, eliminated the ability to prosecute 14 and 15-year-old offenders as adults. Currently, my office and prosecutors across the state are constrained when it comes to what types of cases can be tried as adults and the process to do so. However, juveniles must be at least 16 years of age to be eligible to be tried as adults for certain types of crimes. The recent changes did not alter the fact that this office cannot legally prosecute 13-year-olds in adult court under any circumstances. Additionally, in any juvenile case in this state, even if the most serious charges of murder are filed and found to be true, 13-year-olds cannot be held in custody once they reach the age of 25. That is simply the law of California. Not surprisingly, current law even drops that age to 23 for many crimes which we all consider to be serious and violent. I feel compelled to discuss one other potential challenge in the law that occurred recently. In essence, this new law limits criminal exposure for participants of dangerous felonies who were not the actual killer or who did not act with the intent to kill. I must repeat and say that my office has not received any reports or made any decisions at the time of this statement, and it's offered solely as an effort to set some parameters of how recent changes and current law in the state of California may impact any decision that we make. I'm certain this information may be met with outrage. This is why myself and many district attorneys across the state were against these changes to the law. When criminal justice reform advocates and legislators considered the mistakes juveniles often make, I expect they are usually talking about shoplifting and beer runs. Nevertheless, justice reform holds consequences, and today we may well be witnesses to that. As we move forward, know this: my office will be dogged in the pursuit of justice for the destruction of the Porterville Library and the tragic deaths of two brave firemen. But as we do so, we will be constrained to work within the parameters of the law, and I will also be limited from sharing with you legally enough information. Our priority is and will always be the responsible pursuit of justice, and to that end we will not waver. On behalf of the men and women of this office who carry that torch daily, I ask for understanding and patience as we seek to hold those accountable who have committed these crimes. Porterville Fire Captain Figueroa and firefighter Jones will never be forgotten. They died as they lived, with dedication and bravery. God be with the Porterville Fire Department.